हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
बाप दादा इस वर्ष के बाद हर बच्चे को जीवन मुक्त स्थिति में देखेंगे। भविष्य में जीवन मुक्त होंगे, लेकिन संस्कार जीवन मुक्त के अभी से ही इमर्ज करने हैं। अपना निरंतर कर्मयोगी, निरंतर सहजयोगी, निरंतर मुक्त आत्मा के संस्कार अभी से अनुभव में लाओ। क्यों? बाप दादा ने पहले भी इशारा दिया है कि समय का परिवर्तन आप विश्व परिवर्तक आत्माओं के लिए इंतजार कर रहा है। प्रकृति, आप प्रकृति पति आत्माओं का विजय का हार लेके आह्वान कर रही है। समय विजय का घंटा बजाने के लिए आप भविष्य राज अधिकारी आत्माओं को देख रहे हैं कि अब घंटा बज जाए। भक्त आत्माएं वो दिन सदा याद कर रही है कि कब हमारे पूज्य देव आत्माएं हमारे ऊपर प्रसन्न हो, हमें मुक्ति का वरदान देंगे। दुखी आत्माएं पुकार रही है, कब दुख हरता सुख करता। आत्माएं दुखी होंगी, इसलिए ये सब आपके लिए इंतजार व आह्वान कर रही। इसलिए ये रहम दिल विश्व कल्याणकारी आत्माएं अभी इनके इंतजार को समाप्त करो। आपके लिए सब रुके।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे। रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी और ही खींचे। आपकी ओर ही खींचे रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakt Parivar. So today is the last day of month of February, and we had wonderful series on sweetness, love. So today we will transit from one to another. So first we will do the conclusion for the series of month of February, and then we'll start with the new topic of month of March. So today is day 29. Inculcate the virtue of sweetness and love in your life, and all other virtues will easily come. Conclusion and experiences. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi, and then we will start with new topic.
Om Shanti. Actually, the conclusions and the experiences should come from all of you, right? But because I had been sharing some thoughts on the theme and also practicing. So what I find one of the benefit of taking Avyakt signal as homework is that you are able to reflect, and while churning, like you churn buttermilk, the butter will emerge. And when you eat butter, it has a lot of strength. So in the same way, whenever we get a point, we are able to churn, reflect, go deep into that. Not only that, but there is natural attention. Even if you forget, you remind yourself immediately, oh, I have to be sweet, I have to be loving. So other virtues like patience, tolerance, they emerge while you are paying attention that I have to be, have patience, because sometimes you get irritated, agitated, why this one is not doing like this, or a situation. Sometimes the behavior of others and the situations also reduce our sweetness. So we always pay attention and we do it. So I would say that my attention was really to be sweet in our thoughts, in our words, and in our interaction with others. Sweetness is very, very important. Om Shanti.
जिसका साथी बाप है, जिसका हाथ बाप के हाथ में है, वो सदाई निश्चिंत बेफिक्र बच, बेफिक्र बच जाओ कि फिक्र वाले बच जाओ। बेफिक्र क्योंकि हाथ और साथ दोनों मजबूत है। बेफिक्र बनने की विधि बहुत सहज है। सिर्फ औरों को भी संतुष्ट करने वाले, अप्राप्त नहीं कोई वस्तु, देवताओं की नहीं लेकिन ब्राह्मणों के खजाने में। बाप दादा ऐसे बेफिक्र बादशाह बच्चों को दे, खुश होते। वाह मेरे बेफिक्र बादशाह, वाह 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 होना।
In the month of March, Avyakti Parivar welcomes you to become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. सर्व प्राप्ति संपन्न बेगमपुर के बेफिक्र बादशाह बनो with powerful insights from Mohini Didi. Followed by Avyakti Journey, Sharings by Ancestors. Avyakt Murli Revision from 1969.
हो जिस दिन से उसने मुझको अपना बना लिया है, बच्चे तू चिंता मत कर, मैं हूं ना कह दिया है। हो ज्योति बिंदु शिव मुझे साकार मिलेगा, कभी सोचा नहीं था भगवान मिलेगा। स्वर्ग से भी सुंदर संसार मिलेगा, कभी सोचा नहीं था।
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So, such a beautiful topic. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. So, we will start with the day one, which is actually here in India, it's March 1st already, but we would like to do the homework also, right? So, day one, and sit in the land without sorrow. That's the topic for tomorrow. Bab Dada has given you confidence aged Brahmin children the title Carefree Emperors, the emperors of the land without sorrow, which is called Begum Purke Bacha. So, whenever any situations arise, and they definitely will arise, you just go to the land without sorrow. Sit in the land without sorrow, and you will become carefree emperors. So, in this month, you can learn few words, right? So, carefree emperors means Befikar Bacha. Land without sorrow, Begumpur ke Bacha, right? Okay, so now we will listen to Mohini Didi and we will have some question answer also. Shanti.
Om Shanti. Are we ready to take this title of being carefree emperor? Have we found a land which is free from sorrow? Because in this land, everything, any news you hear, there is some sorrow or other. Sometimes the sorrow is from my inner self, and sometimes sorrow is from others, and sometimes from nature. Like everything around us is causing sorrow. So where is that land of land free from sorrow. I will say that when you think of confluence age, Baba says, is the age of joy, age of happiness. But then also there is subtle regions, which is our land, also without sorrow. Golden age which Baba is creating is also without sorrow. So this way we find that land and take our intellect there so that whatever is happening around here, we won't feel that sorrow. We won't be concerned. Otherwise internally, there is this whole thought of this might happen, that might happen. There is tension, there is stress, there is worry, there are concerns, right? So Baba says, sit in the land without sorrow. Bab Dada has given you confluence aged Brahmin children the title Carefree Emperor. The emperors of the land without sorrow. So whenever any situations arise, they definitely will arise. Every minute. You just go in the land without sorrow. Sit in the land without sorrow. And you will become carefree emperor. Because if we see every situation and say, oh, there is some benefit in that. So when you look at situation in the right perspective, the way Baba explains, then you won't experience sorrow. So let's hear more from Sister Gayatri. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Avyakt Parivar. Om Shanti, Avyakt Parivar. We are here in the Indian Avyakt Parivar room. We're here in a very beautiful space, and sitting in this space right now here on March 1st is very special because Baba is talking about sitting in a land that is free from all sorrows, is free from everything that is disturbing. And we also have it's like the conclusion of 1 month, which was a leap month yesterday, which is your day, is the leap day of the year. And that only happens every 4 years, right? Just like the confluence age is a leap age. And so to start this series and ending the sweetness of February, and then to come into this space of the without sorrow, without fear, without pain, without worries, is a very interesting connection for me. And so you're still on the 29th of February, so you're getting an opportunity to really see how you can move from that space of sweetness. And if this space of sweetness is a space, then how do I use sweetness to remove all the traces of all the little bit of sorrow and worry and anxiety that are still there within me? Because I don't think it's anything major. I think it's just little traces that we're not paying attention to. And because we're not paying attention to remove them, they then can take very large forms in our lives, but yet they're not large forms. They're like paper tigers. You know, what is a paper tiger? It doesn't have any life, but it just shows its image to scare us. And so my question to Didi today is, what is the connection between sweetness and creating this space of with beyond sorrow? Now, before she answers, I'd like to tell her my efforts that I was making for February. And I told you when I was speaking to you, the family of Avyakt Parivar, that I don't relate to sweetness so much as chocolates and molasses and sugar and saccharin. But I do relate to sweetness like the bird taking the nectar from the flower. And for me, every morning when I would listen to Baba's Murli, I was like that bird extracting a sweetness, you know, the nectar of knowledge. I was extracting the sweetness, the nectar from the whole Murli. And then I would take it in and I would say, yeah, that sweetness. I feel so good. But the sweetness was, it was bringing me closer to Baba. And I was finding myself, my tone would change, my drishti would change, my smile would change. Even in my own soul, I would feel there was a change in it. So Sister Mohini, my question is the connection between this sweetness of February as a space and how we could use it to remove those traces of anxiety, of worry, etc.
I like what Sister Gayatri said about sweetness. No, in the last month, you saw the picture of a bird. Right? They say that bird can keep eating, and appetite is never less. So the sweetness which is experienced through Baba and Baba's versions, because like when mind and intellect feels that sweetness that is insight, it's like wisdom, you know, because what you are extracting from the Murli, there are some, they just listen to the words. And when they listen to the words, it's just like, they are good words. Sometimes say, I know, Baba had been saying this. But those who are able to extract, so what you're taking from the fruit or the plant or Baba is something very, very subtle, very subtle. So I like that definition. Now, from sweetness, you know, even when you are thinking in your consciousness, in your awareness, what is happening, that you are creating a space. I always feel both ways, you know, and physically, center of forehead. Center of forehead is like our space. Now in that, we bring memories. Sometimes this happened, that happened, or someone said something. So when we are creating these memories, that you are creating that space. So for now, I think more that I should think of situations and make myself free from worries and be very, very carefree. So you have to create that memories, and through memories, you create that space.
This thing about memory is very important because memory is like something that stays with us. It has a past, it has a present, and it has a future. And we are told as we grow up And we are taught by our Lokik world that we carry memories of the past, of the present, and of the future. And they focus more on the negative side of memories, usually. So they say that all memories carry pain to a great extent. So we carry the memories of the past, and that pain of the past emerge in us as anger. We carry memories that's there, that's emerging in the present. And those memories could emerge as pain in terms of grief, of what the heart is going through, disheartenment, disappointment, etc. But it's still connected to memories living in the souls. And then the memories of the future. And those are usually the pain of anxiety, the unknown. I don't know what will happen to me. I don't know what to expect. And so when we come to Baba, Baba changes that whole dynamic in our lives. And Baba says, don't think about your past, because you will become angry because so many mistakes you made. Clean your heart in the present. Give to Baba all your sorrows. Don't take sorrow, don't give sorrow. And then when you think of the future, Sister Muni says, you're thinking of a beautiful life that is awaiting you. So I want to share an experience that I had last night, and Sister Mohini was part of it. And we just finished the integrated retreat of all the brothers and sisters from around the world coming together for our meeting, our annual retreat. And there were about 450 of us. But a small group gathered last night to thank Dave Pai and his team for all the work they did. And they did a lot of work. And they were being thanked. And Didi was not present at the beginning, and she came in a bit later into the gathering. And I saw, when they saw that Sister Mohini entered, and Sister Jayanti was also there was a shift that occurred in the room. It was as if something in all their hearts changed in the present. And I thought, well, this is how memories are made. You know, how are memories made? Memories are made from experiences of the present. And those experiences in the present then move into the future and correct whatever may have happened in the past. And all their faces changed. And they were like, so, it wasn't even a happiness. It was as if it was a contentment. It was a deep sense of, by her showing up, by Sister Jayanti being there, they completed their entire task for Baba, and it was successful, and it brought happiness to all these double foreigners. And so I want to ask Sister Mohini what it was that she noticed in that gathering last night that helped to bring such love, that created such joy, that there wasn't even one thought of unhappiness in that room or of sorrow. There was nothing that anyone said that, oh, you know, this went wrong or that went wrong, or we weren't able to accomplish this or we weren't able to accomplish that. I want to ask Sister Tony, what was your experience of that?
Yeah, that's so beautiful because, you know, deep within my heart, there is so much love for all those who had been in kitchen or any department, because whenever I stay and a few come to me and I ask them little bit about when did you come, what was your age, to know their background, and then seen them cooking for 30 years, 35 years. Can you imagine? Even within the family, some days you say, today I am not cooking. Today there won't be big lunch. But here, every day, 3 times a day, they must prepare something. So I feel that I have so much love, and I really appreciate their dedication, and then seeing that how the boys are supposed to be the main property or the main people within the home, where they feel that boys are bring income and take responsibility, and boys are the one who will carry on the last rites of the father. You know, all that importance of the boys within the family and within this society at present. So I think that so that love awakens. And second thing is that I don't know, maybe they know me since I was young. They were also young. It's not my age is older than them. So I never looked at them from my role. I just kind of have very loving and very friendly relationship. So the way we meet, and immediately my emotions or my feelings for them is that they are the ones who are taking care of Yagya. So I think this true love, when we have an appreciation of what they're doing, emerges some kind of happiness. But Gayatri said maybe not happiness, but some joy, some contentment, but also love emerges. Yeah, but it was beautiful because, as I was mentioning, that I'm very friendly. So this person who helps me with the wheelchair is always there. And when I see these brothers lifting my wheelchair, my heart, really, I never don't want to take that kind of service from them, but I have to. But I keep such lovely energy that anyone who lifts my chair, yesterday was a double foreigner. And then in the end, he said, oh, thank you. I got this fortune. So it's like my heart also melts when I see them doing with so much love, not any compulsion or any force. So I think this sharing of deep love, and we all, whether I have a role to play, they are just department coordinator, but some kind of deep relationship, like Baba had mentioned, we are one big family, we are brothers and sisters, and their renunciation I appreciate very much. And also at the same time, we bring the Prakash lot in, because 90% of them, if we would have asked, they all were inspired and told by Dadi Prakashmani, leave everything, just stay. So I think that many factors, many factors.
So, Sister Muni, I wanted to also, as you were talking, I remembered that moment when Dev Bhai brought Dadi Prakashmani into the room by remembering her love for the double foreigners. And he, like, when he was talking about her, my whole soul, it wasn't just my heart, but my whole soul opened up. And it was as though her presence came into that room, her smile came into that room, her dancing eyes, her dancing body came into that room, and it made me remember. So after we were with them, we had to eat, we had dinner. And I remember last night that when I ate that food, It was as even the food itself had that joy, the joy of what we experienced. And so I'll ask Sister Mohini to leave one hint with us, one tip with us, is that how do we use the present in a very simple way to create the memory of joy that will be part of our past and our future? Just one little hint.
Mhm. I think that the emotion and the feelings which emerge are the care, because love is very incognito, but the care and the concern with Dadi Prakashmani had for us, that everything we get, and one thing Dadi will ask, what you all don't make in USA at your center, tell us, we will cook that. So the care, I find, is very, very important. Whenever any need is there, support is there, like care is very important. So I will just say that love, grace, care, and its support in the form of whichever virtue is needed, you immerse that virtue, and then you take care of the souls. Om Shanti.
ये चमकीली दुनिया अनोखा जहान, ये चमकीली दुनिया अनोखा जहान, है जादू की नगरी तेरा आसमान। ये चमकीली दुनिया अनोखा जहान, है जादू की नगरी तेरा आसमान। ओ आया है मन यहाँ भर के उड़ान, है जादू की नगरी तेरा आसमान। ये चमकीली दुनिया अनोखा जहान, है जादू की नगरी तेरा आसमान।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. That was a good start, right? Wonderful chit chat. And now, tomorrow is Friday in our schedule from Amritvela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we will connect double foreigners Madhavan online program. It will be a class by Sister Vedanti, Legacy of Love, Connecting with Our Ancestors. So we will also connect to Double Foreigners Madhuban online program from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. And then in the evening, we will have Avyakt Children Murli class from 5 to 5:15 p.m. Then Bhatti will start at 6 p.m. followed by Hindi series, English series and Avyakt Journey. Welcome to Avyakt Journey, Avyakt Murlis from 1969, Multi-Million Fold Fortune and Blessings.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, 28th of July 1972. The Shaktis that destroy impurity and Viyoga are the devil destroyers. So, have you not had mercy for yourselves even now? Now, the power of the Shaktis has to be used for the task of serving many souls. Now is not the time for you to use your powers for yourselves. Now, the duty of the Shaktis is for world benefit. Are you remembered as world benefactors or self-benefactors? What is your title and what is your work? Is it that you have one title, whereas your work is something else? In a Lokik way, when you are young and careless, when you don't have any responsibilities, you use your time, power, and money just for yourself. But when you become limited creators, you use whatever time and powers you have for your own creation. So who are you now? Have you not become master creators and world mothers? Have you not become images of support for the world? Have you not become images of support for the world? It is remembered of the Shaktis that they destroyed the devils with a second's drishti, divine vision. So, have you not destroyed your devilish sanskars, the habits, and impurity in a second? Or are you destroyers for others and not for the self? Now, what would the condition of Maya become if she were to oppose you? You would have seen a touch-me-not plant. If a person touches it even slightly, it loses its strength. It doesn't take any time. So, with the power of 1 second's pure thought, Maya should become unconscious like a touch-me-not plant. Have you not yet created such a stage? You should now think that you have a little time left for the world benevolence. Otherwise, souls of the world will complain to you that you have been taking sustenance for so many years. But in spite of that, you are still saying that you are becoming holy and pure. Yet, you tell us to claim our inheritance in such a short time. Your complaint will then come back to you. So what will you say then? You say you are becoming that, or you say that you will become that and you will do that. That language also has to change now. Now become master creators. Become world benefactors. The time for using time for your own effort has now passed. Now, use your time to inspire others to make effort. Since you say that it is your stage of ascent day by day, then keep the aim in your awareness every second. Due to the stage of ascent, there is benefit for everyone. If you use the time that you use for yourself to serve others, then you will automatically be able to serve yourself. In order to progress, you have to change the old methods. Om Shanti.
Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. Sit in the land without sorrow. Bap Dada has given you, confluence-aged Brahmin children, the title Carefree Emperors. The emperors of the land without sorrow. So, whenever any situations arise, and they definitely will arise, you just go to the land without sorrow. Sit in the land without sorrow, and you will become carefree emperors.
सर्व प्राप्ति संपन्न बेगमपुर के बेफिक्र बादशाह बनो। बेगमपुर में बैठ जाना। आप संगम युगी ब्राह्मण बच्चों को बाप दादा ने टाइटल दिया है। बेफिक्र बादशाह, बेगमपुर के बादशाह। तो जब भी कोई बातें आएंगी जरूर, लेकिन आप बेगमपुर में चले जाना। बेगमपुर में बैठ जाना तो बेफिक्र बादशाह हो जाएंगे। ओम शांति।